Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Taylor or TayRexMua, M-U-A, small makeup artist, enthusiast, lover, influencer, and all things makeup happen here. Before we start today's video, if you like makeup, if you like tutorials, if you love talking about makeup, go ahead and subscribe, comment, like, go follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. For today's look, I went pretty extra crazy fun on my live. I got my Snarls box for the first time. The unboxing is the video right before this. Go check that out. This is the look I created. Let's just get started right now. I started off today's makeup routine doing my brows. I usually don't start with my brows, but when I use the All Rose Beauty pomade, I do, just because it's easier to get it on and wipe it off before my makeup's on. And I like to line the bottom of my brows and then brush the product up and just really make sure it's spread out evenly before I start brushing it again. Doing brows is a process when I do it this way. I always will take a Q-tip afterwards and just clean up around my brows to make sure they're even and look absolutely perfect. Juvia's Place eye primer today. Spread that all out with the brush, and I like to really wait for it to dry and go back through and tap it out, make sure it's even. One of my new palettes, the LEJ Beauty Anniversary palette. It is stunning. I'm starting this look by taking Bubs and just putting it on the outer corner of my eye, kind of blending it a little just to get ready for the next color, but mainly just trying to pack that color on and get the desired shape I want. This palette is pigmented. The colors are here to say, hey, she wasn't messing around with this palette. Taking KRS and blending that in on top of the Bubs. It reminds me of the Best Color from the first Glamlight Michaela palette, but it has shimmer instead of being matte. Next, I'm taking Babe and just adding that to the inner corner and connecting it over to the other two colors I have, and just kind of blending everything out and together. Next, I'm taking the shade Bestie. It's like a really light purple, and just lightly adding that to the top of my brow just to kind of give these another blend, add some more color. I placed, I believe it was Unpacked or Squad on top of it. I ended up doing both shades at some point because I forgot which one I was using. But until then, I'm just using Bestie to blend out everything else I put down. And then, you know, you go back through, add more colors, build it up. You know the process. It takes a minute. There's a lot of blending. And I really want all the colors in this palette to really be the stars. That Bubs is such a beautiful blue, and the KRS is just, I need that to be seen. Look at that blend. I always cut my crease with some micellar water and a Q-tip. I try to make it as even as possible before I put down the eye primer base. Sometimes things get messed up and you know, you have to go back and fix it. That's going to happen here in a little bit. Putting on more Juvia's Place primer. And I like to also let that really dry down. Tap it a bunch of times to make sure it doesn't dry all creasy or uneven. And this is where we fix any mistakes. I'm taking Babe, Bubs, and KRS, all the colors that I used in this blend, and just using a tiny brush to go over the edge of the cut crease and make sure that both sides are really even. I started doing this instead of stressing out about getting the primer even every time. And then while the primer is drying, I add some grit under my eye. Very beautiful sparkly blue. And then I take a little bit of Belle, which is the pressed glitter, and add that under for some extra sparkle. This whole look is about sparkle. Before I do my lid color, I like to just take a paper towel and some more micellar water and clean up around my eye, get any fallout, clean up the edges. This is the Duochrome shade MJ from the Anniversary palette, and I'm putting that all over my lid. It is a beautiful purple to green shift, but I don't think it really shows through with my ring light. Allura Cosmetics UV water activated liner. I chose pink because I felt it would stand out best against this dark background. These are blacklight activated. I don't have a blacklight right now, but I do have like my Kidstar projector that I was using, and let me tell you, this stuff glows. Maybe I'll include a picture at the end just so you can see what's up. So much easier for me to do eyeliner with a brush than an actual eyeliner pen. Using just a small amount of my Acne Fighting Putty Primer from e.l.f. I usually will pile this on my face, but I tried to use just a smaller amount today. While my primer dries and sets into the skin, I do my lashes. I'm starting with the Kush Mascara from Milk and using that to just get my eyelashes up and ready for the fake lashes. Just to play it safe, I added a layer of my She Glam glue on my lash line and then used some actual glue on my eyelashes. The eyelashes I'm using are new from Let's Slay Cosmetics in the style Slasher, and they are absolutely gorgeous. My eye was watering a lot there, so I couldn't get that corner to stick for the longest time, which is why I'm continually struggling with it. But eventually I went over to the other eye and got that one placed on perfectly in like all of 2 seconds. I had to wait for my eye to stop watering to really mess with that first one. I always add more eyeliner after lashes just to like make sure the line is perfect and didn't get messed up in the process of putting on lashes. Eyes are all done for now, so moving on to the base routine. Color correcting with my LA Colors concealer and e.l.f. Camo concealer, and then I've got a few spots down there I want to hide. Blend everything in with a small sponge, and once I have it blended in, I decided I needed to add a little bit more of the orange just because I still looked tired. It wasn't as light as I wanted it to be. I am loving this concealer. I found it just at like the Dollar General, and it makes my life so much easier instead of having to mix my own colors. I have very mixed feelings about this Flawless in Real Life foundation from Oma by Sharon C. It has great coverage and it makes the skin look great, but it smells awful. So if you can get past the smell, it's a really good foundation. I only use it if I know my makeup is not going to be on very long, and that was the case with this look. It was kind of just for TikTok and to try out all my new makeup. But like I said, coverage is amazing. It looks great on the skin. It basically just looks like skin, but it smells like paint mixed with perfume, and it's kind of hard to ignore. Once that is all blended in, I add some more grits under my eye, and this is where I added either Unpacked or Squad and used the wrong one, so now I have both under my brow. I set lightly under my eyes and then just the sides of my nose with my e.l.f. HD powder, and used a brush to kind of just set my whole face while I was also brushing that away. Very light set. More mascara now that my lashes are dry and actually sticking. Using the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. I'm basically just using my bronzer to contour as well. I'm placing it where I would also contour and trying to add some shadows to my face as well as warmth. I just didn't want to use multiple products, and I really actually love how this bronzer turned out. It didn't get too far. It didn't look too crazy. It looked really good once I was done. I usually use like cream contour products, so I forgot how intense powder could be. So I'm going to place this all down with my brush, and then I'm going to go back through with that brush I used for my powder and just kind of blend everything together so it looks a little more seamless and not so muddy. But I really like to get it dark under my neck there so that I can kind of hide the double chin. I love using this brush as a blending brush after I've used it for powder, because the powder kind of helps to not only set everything but just blend it out even more, make it look a little less like dark. It lightens it. I used an eyeshadow brush to bronze contour my nose and my lips, because it's just a lot easier to stay in control when you have a smaller brush. It definitely takes a lot longer to do this when I'm using powder products. When I underpaint, it's so quick. It's like bing bam, done. But with powder, there's just so much blending. It's worth it. I always contour my lips. I started doing it a while back after watching one of my friend's TikTok videos, and she always contours her lips to make them look bigger, and it works really well. For brow gel, I went in with my Ulta Beauty brow gel. It was just closer. Usually I grab for the e.l.f. But look how great this works. Look how fluffy my brows are after just like one layer. I do usually go in with a second coat at the front of my brows just to make sure that they're darker. My second LEJ Beauty product, the Cheeky palette, I'm using the like hot pink shade of blush. The pigment is there. She was not messing around when she created this palette. She doesn't mess around with any of her stuff. The pigment is there. Like, look at that. It's so pretty. I'll blend that all in, and then I'm gonna take the, I think I'll show it here in a second. Yes, the lighter pink, and add that to my cheeks as well. I just thought the colors would look really good mixed together. And then I used that color on my nose so it wasn't quite as pigmented. And of course, got to blend everything out to make it look more seamless. Makeup really is just so much blending. I know I say it all the time. Got some mascara on the bottom lashes, and I really went in hard with this and kind of piled it on. It's such a perfect mascara to do multiple layers on because it doesn't get dry, it doesn't get flaky, it doesn't get like messy or nasty. It just coats your eyelashes and makes them look good. It doesn't get anything all over your face. Go check out Snarls Box if you haven't already. This is their highlighter in Glowy. It is shiny, it is sparkly, it's everything you would want in a highlighter. Like, just look at that glow. I can't get over how intense that is. I know this is one of 3 highlighters they're planning on having. There's Glowy, Showy, and Hoey. So I have Glowy. I'm definitely going to have to check everything else out because this is like, you can see it from space. And of course, me being the extra person I am, I'm also going to take this duochrome from the LEJ palette. This one was Squad, and add it to my cheeks for some extra shift and glow. So pretty. This is actually an eyeliner pen, but I decided to use it as a lip liner. It's also from LEJ. It's the gel liner in Cedar, and it's just a beautiful brown. I lined my lips and smudged them out a little bit, and then I added some of my new Allura Cosmetics matte lipstick on top. They blended together so well. And the line was kind of looking a little harsh, so I did take a brush after I got all my lipstick on and blend it out even more, and that definitely seemed to help. No look is complete without glitter. This is the Chameleon Color Shifting Glitter Gel from Allura, and I just took a little brush and popped some on the inner corner. No glue required. It's so beautiful. I also added some to my lips because why not? I think the combination of that lipstick with the glitter worked so well. I'm just using a silicone brush to place the glitter, and then I tap around with my finger to make sure it's all on there and even. This glitter gel is really cool because, like I said, you don't need any glue and it comes off pretty easily. It's not like too messy or anything. And I didn't even swallow any glitter. Go me. This is the finished look. I'm absolutely obsessed. I had to go outside to get good lighting to really show off all those duochrome shifts. And like I promised, here's one little clip of my makeup under the black light. I hope everybody enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed doing it. If you love the makeup, again, I gotta ask, like, comment, subscribe, find me on TikTok and Instagram, and until the next video, have a great day.